Good evening and welcome back to another episode of Courts Today by Livelaw. This is your host Urvashi Chauhan bringing you the latest updates on the legal front. This is your go-to source for all things legal. Let us start. In a writ petition pertaining to implementation of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act of 2016, the Supreme Court has directed the states and union territories who have not filed compliance affidavits to file the same within 8 weeks. The matter was placed before the bench of Justices Hrishikesh Roy and Prashant Kumar Mishra. Some of these states and union territories include Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chandigarh, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Lakshadweep, etc. The writ petition has been filed by Justice Sunanda Bhandare Foundation seeking certain reliefs such as to mandate allocation of 1% of teaching positions in universities for individuals with disabilities, and to seek a declaration that refusing employment to visually disabled individuals in identified positions at universities is a violation of their fundamental rights. A bench of the Supreme Court comprising Justices Suryakant and K.V. Vishwanathan today heard a public interest litigation challenging inaction of governments in appointing president, members and staff of district and state consumer dispute redressal commissions across the country. During the hearing, the Counsel for the State of Telangana informed the court about an application seeking clarification on the main judgment delivered last year, where the Supreme Court had held that persons having a bachelor's degree and having a professional experience of at least 10 years in consumer affairs, law, public affairs, administration, etc. should be treated as qualified for appointment as president and members of state consumer commissions and district consumer forums. The counsel informed that the application was scheduled for consideration before Justice Sondaresh. Attorney General R. Venkata Ramani told the Supreme Court that a meeting of all state secretaries was sought to be planned by the union to address all aspects of the matter. Taking note of this, the bench listed the matter after 4 weeks, suggesting that in the meantime, the endeavour may be acted upon. The Supreme Court has today stayed the contempt proceedings against 4 police officers who were sentenced to 14 days of imprisonment by the Gujarat High Court in October last year for their involvement in the public flogging of some Muslim men in Gujarat's Kheda district. Last year, if you remember, a video went viral of the incident. A group of young men were reportedly brought near a pole where they were subjected to physical abuse by police officers. This police action was allegedly after the communal clash, and it is alleged that some intruders pelted stones at the crowd during Navratri celebrations. At least 40 persons were arrested in the incident. A contempt plea was moved by 5 members of an affected family seeking contempt action against accused police officers. Then in October, the Gujarat High Court found 4 police officers guilty of committing contempt of court for violating Apex Court's DK Basu guidelines and had sentenced them to undergo simple imprisonment of 14 days. However, the order of sentence was stayed for 3 months for them to file an appeal. A bench of Justices B.R. Gawai and Sandeep Mehta today admitted the statutory appeal preferred by the police officers under Section 19 of the Contempt of Courts Act. While the bench agreed to admit the case given the statutory nature of the appeal, it came down heavily on the police officers for their conduct. Also, according to the request of their counsel, the court agreed to stay the contempt proceedings before the High Court. In another update, a Supreme Court bench of Justices B.R. Gawai and Sandeep Mehta has issued a notice on a writ petition filed by foreign medical graduates, that is FMGs, challenging non-payment of stipend to them. The plea filed by students who are currently undergoing internship at Atal Bihari Vajpayee Government Medical College, Vidisha, places reliance on a circular by the NMC. The petitioner states that as per this circular, the stipend to the FMGs should be extended equivalent to Indian medical graduates. A notice was issued by the Government Medical Education Department, Madhya Pradesh, to Commissioner of Medical Education, Bhopal, which inter alia approved that a stipend of 12,760 rupees should be paid to the interns with effect from 1st April 2022. The petition here states that the petitioners, a batch of 69 students, were paid a stipend for only 2 months and not further. Contending that the act of not paying the stipend is unjust, arbitrary, and non-justifiable, a direction has been sought to provide a regular monthly stipend for the entire period of the internship. Also, this petition was tagged with another case that pertains to a plea in which 70% of medical colleges do not pay any stipend or are not paying the minimum set stipend to doctors doing MBBS internships. In that case, the court had directed the Army College of Medical Sciences to pay a stipend of $25,000 to the interns doing their compulsory one-year internship. The Supreme Court has pulled up its registry for not listing a matter related to Adani Power Rajasthan Limited despite a judicial order that it was supposed to be posted today. During the oral mentioning round this morning, a bench comprising Justices Aniruddha Bose and P.V. Sanjay Kumar asked senior advocate Dushyant Dave, who was present before the bench, to mention another matter about this Adani Power case. Dave is representing Jaipur Vidyut Vitran Nigam Limited in the case against Adani Power. Expressing concern about the non-listing of the Adani Power matter despite a specific direction to post it today, Dave said that when the lawyers inquired with the registry, the officials said that they had instructions to not list it. Taking serious note of this issue, the bench assured Dave that it would investigate the issue before proceeding to summon a senior registry official to the court. The official from the registry reached the court. The judges then retired to the chambers for a closed-door discussion with the official. After reassembling, the bench directed that the matter should be listed as the first item tomorrow. Stay tuned for further updates on this matter. And lastly, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has issued notice on a plea seeking directions to Bar Council of India and Bar Council of Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh for standardized stipend and remuneration guidelines for minimum stipends for young lawyers and law interns. The court was hearing a PIL filed by advocates Vivek Tiwari and Abhishek Malhotra seeking directions to the BCI and Bar Council of Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh to standardize stipend and remuneration guidelines for minimum stipend of $15,000 for young junior advocates and $5,000 for law interns. A division bench of Acting Chief Justice Ritu Bahari and Justice Nidhi Gupta, while issuing notice to BCI and Bar Council of Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh, directed the petitioners to place on record Kerala government's scheme under which lawyers under the age of 30 years with less than 3 years law practice and annual income less than 1 lakh rupees would be eligible to receive $3,000 per month as stipend or remuneration. It also sought directions on the respondents to not to restrict junior advocates to file their independent matters, as the same would result in financial exploitation and would also violate their fundamental right to earn livelihood enshrined under Article 21. Thank you for watching. If you wish to know more details about the cases I mentioned here, you can visit our website at www.livelaw.in. Stay ahead with quick legal updates only on Live Law. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe and support us. You can also support us by donating through the thanks button at the bottom of our videos or consider becoming a member at just 89 rupees per month.